Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to look at the next part of the chapter that we were studying, that is direct and indirect speech. In the last class, I gave you an introduction about what is direct and indirect speeches. Sorry, what are direct and indirect speeches, or what is the relationship between direct speech and indirect speech, or how do we identify them. Now, today onwards we are going to look into the rules of changing a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. I told you we understand what is said by somebody and say it in our own and different words to another person, that is what is indirect speech. But that doesn't mean any way we can express. We need to follow certain rules and regulations so that everyone understands and handles this part of the grammar quite well. So there are certain set rules and regulations of changing a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. We have quite a few rules. We need to learn them, only then we will be able to do it well. The first rule of changing direct speech to indirect speech, or the one which I would like to explain to you, is if the sentence that is given is with the introductory verb in present tense or in future tense. You remember what is introductory verb? The verb that comes out of the inverted commas, the verb that is part of the introductory sentence, using which a person is introducing a few words said by somebody else. Okay? So if that verb comes in present tense or in future tense, if that verb comes in present tense or in future tense, the verb in the direct speech, does not change its tense. The verb in the direct speech does not change its tense. See here, I am going to work. In the morning, father says at home, probably to mother and children, that I am going to work in the field, or I am going to work in my office, whatever it is. I am going to work. And see that the introductory verb is in present tense. So when we change that in direct speech, he says, that is, let's say father, that he is going to work. I am going to work here is present continuous tense. He is going to work is also present continuous tense. There is no change in the tense of the verb that is in the inverted commas when it is changed in direct speech. Another one. Suppose if it is in future tense, mother will say, the dinner is ready. This is the verb. Now, mother will say that the dinner is ready. It does not change. Is that clear? So, this is what is the first rule. If the given sentence's introductory verb is in present tense or in future tense, the tense of the sentence to be changed into indirect speech does not change. Clear? That is what is rule number 1. As I go with it, okay? In some other books you might find it in a different number, so don't think of the number in that way. But as I explained to you, or according to me, my first rule is this. Next, second rule: if the introductory verb is past tense, the tense of the sentence in the inverted commas, or the tense of the direct speech sentence which is to be converted into indirect speech, changes into its corresponding past tense. Changes into its corresponding past tense. That is, if it is here simple present, it will be simple past. If it is present continuous, it will be past continuous. If it is is present perfect, it will be past perfect. If it is present perfect continuous tense, it will be past perfect continuous. If it is simple past, it could be simple past or past perfect. It is your choice. Whichever you want, you can do. And words like will and shall, which shows future tense, will change into would. Would change into would. Will, shall, may, can, all these model auxiliaries, they will change into its corresponding past tense. That is what is rule number 2. So, what is the rule? If the introductory verb, this is why I told you in the introduction class when I explained to you what is introductory sentence, what is introductory verb, it is very important. You need to keep in mind. You need to learn it well. That's what I told you. If the introductory verb is in past tense, the verb of the sentence in the inverted commas or in direct speech, or the sentence to be converted into indirect speech, will change into its corresponding past tense. That is, if the given verb in the sentence is simple present, it will change into simple past. Corresponding past. What is corresponding? That which is related to, that is in the same level, that is equal in position, various meanings you can take. So, if it is simple present, it will change into simple past. If it is present continuous, it will be past continuous. If it is present perfect, it will be past perfect. If it is present perfect continuous, it will be past perfect continuous. Now remember, if it is simple past, it can be simple past or past perfect. So remember, in the indirect speech, you will have two sentences written in simple past. One is, if it is simple present, it will be simple past. If it is simple past, that also can be simple past. In the same way, there can be two sentences written in past perfect. If this is present perfect, it can be past perfect here, and if this is simple past, it can be also past perfect. Keep that in mind. And words like will and shall showing future tense or other model auxiliaries like may, can and all would change into its corresponding past. That's why I will ask is changed into I would ask, because this introductory verb is past tense. So when you get a sentence to change in direct speech, as far as I am concerned, the first thing that you should notice or you should pay attention is this. Okay, if this is past, only all these changes takes place. If this is present or future, then there is no change. It is written as it is. There is one more situation where you write as it is. Suppose you are talking about a natural truth or a universal reality, a proverb, which has the meaning yesterday, today and tomorrow, which means past, present and future. The same, or the meaning is equal. Then also this will not change. It will remain. For example, the teacher said the sun rises in the east. The teacher said that the sun rises in the east. The teacher says the sun rose in the east. The teacher says that the sun rose in the east. Now, I said that to you to show the change in the tense, that's all. But normally what we say, the sun rises in the east. Whether it is introductory verb is present tense, future tense or past tense. When that kind of sentence is, honey is sweet. Okay, my mother says, honey is sweet. Or my mother said, honey is sweet. It comes as it is only because honey cannot change its taste after some time. So you say, my mother said, honey is sweet. Okay, so three sentence situations, this will be in the same tense as it is given. When the introductory verb is in present tense, when it is in future tense, or when we talk about natural truths. Whereas this one says about if it is in a introductory verb is in past tense. That is what is rule number 3. Now, the next one is about words of nearness changes into words of distance. Okay, I'm just changing a word is into for you to understand. Okay, now what is here is words showing nearness. Like here will change into there, this will change into that, now will change into then, today will change into that day, tomorrow will change into next day, yesterday will change into the previous day or the day before. Like that, words showing nearness or closeness to the speaker will change into words showing distance. Okay, this is normally about adverbs of place and time. Okay, it will change into words of distance or words that refers to distance. Alright, I stop there for the time being and we'll continue with in the next class.